A three-day weekend gave people a chance to stay up and party last night. In fact, there were several shootings in Spokane early this morning. Police responded to multiple reports of shots being exchanged between two groups at Morton and North Street in North Spokane. Shortly before that, officers were called to the knitting factory at Monroe and Sprague, where shots rang out after the club hosted a hip-hop party. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey was at the knitting factory, where different types of music attract different types of crowds.
Well, it doesn't always happen, but if you've either got rap or hip-hop music being played here at the knitting factory, you're bound to attract some gang members or their associates. The music puts rivals underneath the same roof. You'll throw in some alcohol and you're likely to have some problems. They often start as shoving matches like this one at the knitting factory last January during an event called Black Party 4. The club's security staff manages to keep the brawlers apart, but shortly after the fight was dispersed, shots were fired in a drive-by shooting. Early this morning, the same thing happened again at Black Party 5. It's called that because promoters asked people attending the event to wear black formal attire.
One of the officers happened to be driving around and observed several fights, large crowds around the knitting factory. Ended up trying to deal with some of those large crowds and fights and asked for assistance from other officers who responded into the area.
While that was going on, officers heard the second gunshots on the other side of the building and then found a trio of .45 caliber casings on Monroe Street. As best they can tell, no one was hit, but police want to do a better job of controlling crowds when the club closes up for the night.
Our sergeant that's in charge of that unit down there is meeting with different business and bar owners to partner with them and come up with solutions in advance instead of afterwards like what occurred last night. That neighborhood condition sergeant is going to be keeping a closer eye on the knitting factory schedule. That is because certain types of music attract gang members, and then that is when you're most likely to have the gunplay like we saw here this morning. Reporting in downtown Spokane, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.